The PYPx is a student-led inquiry that gives students an opportunity to reflect on their past learning and celebrate something that they are passionate about. Our PYPx has been different this year due to the circumstances around school closure. This meant students had to take ownership right from the start by beginning their thinking at home without the structure of a typical school day. There was so much uncertainty around returning to school, and while this was challenging, it did give us an opportunity to change things up. Students were encouraged to focus more on the process rather than the product. Because we didn't have a finish line or an end date in mind, student learning was continuous and fluid throughout.
My biggest learning has definitely been that PYPx is not just about researching. It's about really taking action, doing something you love, and influencing others.
My biggest learning was finding out fashion has negative and positive ways of how it affects others.
My biggest learning has been why was music important to people. When I was doing my first research organisers, I was just really surprised because I realised pop stood for popular. Like, I honestly never knew that before.
My biggest learning is about dog communication and their body language. My aha moment was a tail wagging. It doesn't only mean happiness, because more to the left, it means sad.
I wanted to know a bit more about what is animal habitat destruction, and I learned that agriculture is the most common one of how animals have their habitats destroyed.
My PYPx topic is cooking, and I just first did a lot of research. After that I found a recipe and I gave it to year 5, both classes in year 6. I'm making a grid of all the children in year 5 and 6 who made my recipe, and I'm going to put it probably on a school website.
Baking has a lot of recipes and there's a lot of things you can learn from baking.
My biggest learning moment was when I realized it was hard to build a website. When I see my dad do it, it looks easy, but it's hard. What I've got so far is 3 posts. The categories nutrition basics, top foods, and improve your cycling. I'm hoping it would help cyclists.
What we have made is a quiet tent to color or play a game when this coronavirus pandemic is going on, because many kids are indoors and they can't really do anything, and Dexter and me both want to help children to feel better and calmer and to feel happy.
I made this so I could show the younger kids what we can do with plastic that's being used, and I've made this out of hot glue, so I took a big plastic bottle for the thing that I'm going to build around it. And I've also made these little cards so you can put it next to the light switch in their room to remind them if you're not using electricity, then turn it off.
I figured out this idea because my uncle, he makes computers. This is like a really old laptop, so then it's really easy to unscrew everything.
My biggest learning has been how to sketch different types of facial features. I think PYPx is a way to express yourself and show off your passion.
The reason I made it because we can't play outdoor, because we have to have our mask on and we can't run.
My biggest learning has been how to really understand the game of basketball, why people play it, how they play it. So I'm running a horse activity here with the children. When I didn't have any ideas how I could bring basketball back when they banned ball games, and I thought of, well, what about horse? If everyone has the same ball, clean it every single time, then we could still play basketball. So that was my aha moment.
My biggest learning has been how rugby started and why. I chose the passing project because it helps people in their accuracy in passing, and it's also a bit of fun.
As teachers, we're so proud of the independence and agency our students have displayed throughout this process. They have taken ownership in their learning. It's been fantastic to see their growth over this time, showing resilience and perseverance. Proud teachers and happy kids.